The sin of one man almost destroyed an entire village. You won't believe why an ancient giant python swallowed Sadiq. Many years ago, there was a peaceful village called Ilurim. Ilurim was a land of blessings. The soil was rich and dark, and whatever was planted grew well. Yam barns were always full. Palm trees stood tall and proud, waving gently in the wind. A clear river called River Lonwi flowed softly around the village. At night, the river made gentle sounds, as if it was singing old songs to the moon. Women fetched water without fear, and fishermen returned home smiling with full nets. Children ran barefoot on the red earth, playing from morning till evening. Their laughter filled the air. No child went to bed hungry. No mother cried without help. The elders settled disputes under the great Oroko tree, where justice was sacred. No one was cheated. No one was above the law. Peace slept in every home. Ilurim was ruled by King Ner, a wise and respected ruler. He was not a loud man. He listened more than he spoke. His words were few, but they carried great weight. When he judged a matter, even the guilty accepted his decision. King Ner had 2 sons. The first son was Cain. Cain was calm and gentle. He greeted elders with respect and helped the poor quietly. The people loved him because he treated everyone fairly, whether rich or poor. The second son was Sadiq. Sadiq was strong and clever, but his heart was never at rest. He wanted more than his share. He watched others with suspicion and hated being second in anything. Everyone in Ilurim knew the tradition: when the king joined his ancestors, the crown would go to the first son, Cain. Even Sadiq knew this truth. He smiled in public and bowed before his father, but deep inside his heart, something dark was growing. Jealousy burned quietly within him, poisoning his thoughts day and night. When King Ner finally died, sorrow covered Ilurim like a dark cloud. He did not die suddenly, he grew weak day by day. When his breath finally left him, the palace shook with cries. Drums fell silent. No festival song was played. Women shaved their heads in mourning. Men wrapped themselves in black cloth and spoke in whispers. The market closed. The riverbank was empty. For 7 days, Ilurim mourned its king. That very night, while oil lamps burned low and guards stood tired with grief, Cain slept deeply in the palace. His heart was heavy, but his spirit was clean. He did not know danger was already near. Like a shadow, Sadiq crept into his brother's room. There was no struggle, no warning, only betrayal. Before the moon crossed the sky, Cain lay dead on his bed, his blood soaking the mat where he once slept in peace. Sadiq looked at his brother's face. There was no pity in his heart. By morning, the palace was filled with screams. Elders beat their chests. Sadiq cried the loudest in public, tearing his clothes and rolling on the ground, pretending to mourn. But guilt followed him like a shadow. Tradition demanded Cain be crowned. The elders knew it. The priests knew it. The people knew it. But Sadiq acted quickly. With armed guards, he stood in the palace courtyard and declared himself king. Spears blocked every entrance. Elders who protested were beaten. Young men were dragged away. Some never returned. Others came back broken and silent. As if murder was not enough, Sadiq forcefully married Cain's wife, Zara. She cried and begged. Though dressed in royal cloth, her heart lived in chains. The village watched helplessly. Sadiq ruled with cruelty. He seized farmlands, destroyed crops, collected heavy taxes, and punished the poor. He took men's wives by force. Innocent villagers were killed for small mistakes or for no reason at all. Fear replaced laughter. Children no longer played freely. Doors were locked early. The land grew tired of drinking blood. When the elders finally gathered courage to warn him, Sadiq laughed and threw them into prison. He became proud and declared, I am God in this land. Who can question me? But the ancient gods of Illyrium were watching. 7 years passed. The land dried up. Crops failed. The river thinned. Children were born sick. Nightmares filled the village. Dogs howled at nothing. Birds fled the land. One terrible night, thunder shook the sky. At the edge of the village, the forbidden shrine cracked open. From the darkness crawled Akon, the ancient giant python, long as a river, thick as the oldest tree. Its scales shone like iron under lightning. The earth trembled beneath it. The python did not harm villagers. It went straight to the palace. Inside, Sadiq slept, dreaming of power. When he opened his eyes, death stared back at him. The python wrapped around his body, crushing his bones. His crown fell. His power vanished. Slowly, silently, Akon swallowed Sadiq whole. By morning, the palace was quiet. Guards lay dead without wounds. Prison doors stood open. Elders walked free. The throne was empty. Sadiq was gone. Rain returned. Crops grew. The river sang again. Children laughed. Peace slowly returned to Illyrium. Till today, elders tell this story by firelight and moonshine. Never mock the gods. Never steal what is not yours. Never build power on blood. Because justice may come slowly, but it always comes. Moral lesson. Evil may rise quickly, but it never escapes judgment. Power gained through betrayal and cruelty always ends. Thanks for watching. God bless you.